control. Saints with attack 5. As we make our way over to the third hard point, an extra 50 HP to everyone in Optic have just not really shown up to play, and those superstitious among you may be waving fingers in the air right now. But we'll see how we go. Optic now with a bit of time. The strap's going to go their way. They have set up for next. So we will see number 1 and number 4, Scump and Karma, lining up for the attack now from Midnight.
One thing you can guarantee is when there's a chance cast, it goes to a game 5. A mouse cast Optic. It's only one result. It's early, boys and girls. 96-16, 80-point lead. But Optic, we've seen comebacks, whether it be frequency, whether it be Seaside. Don't rule them out of it just yet. It has been a very slow start. However, streaks are coming in. 96-20, and the points are going to Midnight here once again.
Well, here we go, Midnight. 100-point lead so far. I mean, I'd be fascinated to listen in on the comms and see how they're going. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a quick Astro Gaming listen in with Midnight.
Take your time, boys. Take your time. You guys want me to lightning or no?
Oh, you can. What guys out on you?
No, safe.
I'm trying to watch over you, Rasim. Inner dead.
Top mid. Two top mid.
They're gonna go to you. He's on outside of field. Outside of field.
I don't want to.
I'm backing up.
Yo, I have more. Damon's one off grab. Remember that. Damon's one off grab.
Three top mid.
Weak top mid.
They're just gonna flood hill. They're gonna flood hill, guys.
They're gonna flood. I'm stunned.
I'm more in this.
Orange top pot. Two top pot.
Right behind it.
Come on, Nova.
Middle.
Oh, dude, there's three.
I can grapple in.
Yo, I crashed. They crashed.
Alright, give me a second. I can toss a nade in.
I trophied us. He's outer weak. I'm watching out.
I got him hit by nade.
Optic Gaming weather the storm. They retake top middle. They take control of the first hard point. Blast War Machine doesn't find a whole lot. Finds one on a Karma, and now Crim's answering back with streaks of his own on point. KN at the ready. Can he find any more out of this? Karma's now getting in the mix. Straight through with a grapple. Finds a nice 2. There's a third to be had if he wants it. And now we're seeing Optic start to mount the comeback. Start to mount the damage dealt. Slam at the ready as well, as Parasite's going to try to get back on point, but Scumpy, he's in next. Also with a lightning strike to his name. Fantastic turn there, straight on through. Another finds a second, still on point. The contest is coming through. Crim once again with 3 kills, as Optic now retain control. 10 seconds ago here on the hard point, Philip, and the boys in green have started to show up.
Yeah, and even before this hard point, it was a 50-point lead, and Blast and Saints were, doing incredible things stat-wise. I feel like Midnight started so strong on the slaying, but the slaying wasn't, kind of going over. It was a little bit, but the points just kind of weren't tallying up. It didn't make sense. Optic Gaming, as soon as they've got back into it, they've started to suck all the points out of it. Crim's gone off. I said before he was 1-7. He's now 16-11 here. Incredible turnaround from Crim. 5-kill streak as well. Scump going off 17-12. Dashy, though, stats not the best, but plenty of time to turn it around. Talking to turning it around, Optic Gaming are going to take the lead here. They have streaks to play with as well. However, Midnight, with those spawns, they're going to retake that lead here and try and get a couple points on the board. Trying to extend that lead here.
Yeah, we just see Midnight manage to make their way in through the rear. Now they've managed to get spawns, 20 seconds remaining. The scrap time's going to be done and dusted. Optic are going to set up for the next one, number 10. That was actually going to be straight in on it. Llama God trying to find something, but Dashy's there too soon. First in, best dressed. Parasite trying to find those kills on the back end. The spawns are still going the way of the old now for the members of Midnight. Scump trying to lock down back jungle. Shots are through, gets away with his life. The Red Death will live to fight another day. Crim's going to try and shut these players down with that Hellstorms. He cuts through mid. And again, they're doing a great job now for Optic Gaming to hold on. Let's have a quick Astro Gaming listen in with Optic Gaming.
They're on our server.
Hey, I got one.
So pick a pill, yo. Pick a pill.
Their ladder. Nado's their ladder. He's in you. Nado's in you.
One more left.
He might have went window though.
Teach hold hill.
The back, Andy. I got you.
Spawn back right.
Wow, mid-map, one shot.
One left. Nice.
Yo, he's going window, he's in window.
Yo, pick a warpers.
I'll pick up Elbow.
Got you, nice shit.
In you.
You, elbow. He's
jumping up
he's in the middle of elbow.
Top mid lace, one bullet. He went down to new.
Elbow, dead,
Nice.
In new. Could be war.
Yo, I have a stun for this.
Yeah, go around, Bruce. Or whoever's mid, go around.
Stun dinner.
Llama's close.
Stun the mid, I stun him.
I'll be fronting it.
Yo, he has grab now. He has grab.
He got me, he's one shot, use grab.
He's still here. He's one shot off.
Watching red pinch.
Take your time. I still have a Hellstorm.
That's two.
Nice, Jesus.
Nice. I have flamethrower as well.
There's one more here.
Alright, hold in her.
Dead body.
One in you. Dead.
Optic Gaming lead by 40 points here. Midnight in control, but really a very strong rotation for Optic Gaming there. They flip the spawns on his head. Spawn Midnight at the back with 5 seconds to go, and they take the majority of the points there as well. Moving down low, though, Optic Gaming now in control. A little lackluster for now as he's going back and forth, sneaking in from behind. So he's going to find one. Should find the double as well, maybe even more, but Lace coming in to save the day And I will say, bit of an off game for Dashi here. He's starting to pick things up, but a couple players really stepping up to the plate. Scump, Crim6, and even Karma. I know the stats don't show it, but he's made some influential kills across the map as well. Optic Gaming lead by 25.
25 is not a whole lot. And again, this is what the analyst has talked about previously. The Midnight just have a little bit of a bad tendency to throw away leads. They did just that against Optic, and now they're paying the price. The iron price, if you will. TJ on point. Gearing up for the second set of rotations. The Attack 5 comes through once again. Saints putting up in an absolute... He's putting in a shift. 26 to 21. Uh-oh. Llama God. Place the tribute comes right on through as TJ now finds those kills. Backs on up, trying to watch the rear. Number 7. They managed to sniff something out. That's going to be Parasite trying to hit the flank. Optic holding up on top point. So get that hard point time being. TJ, the Spidey senses were right, mate. Gets the turnaround. Dashy now starting to get into the mix, but the Purifier's there as well. Saints with another 2. TJ with another 2 on the back. Crim's now got a Purifier of his own. And it is a specialist Fiesta here on the hard point. Blast is going to be one of the remaining members alive. He's going to come out on top in that foray. And with 191 now, Optic, they could be looking at a little bit of trouble as Midnight have managed to battle back. Dashy can't quite get the kill onto Llama God. And the contest comes through. Optic managed to hold it. They managed to retake it. Midnight just let that slip.
Yeah, specialist galore, my goodness. Everything was just invested there. We saw Tempest, Purifier, and everything in between. Karma close to his slam once again, and he's using this KN. Very, very rare you see a grapple player with the slam and a KN combination, but Karma's making it work for now. Just go down there. Parasite anchoring right at the back. What he does the best here, and now Optic Gaming, they're going to have to break from the front. They are ahead by around 35 points, but that will soon dwindle away. Attack 5 boost, and here comes the push, using it to their advantage. We're seeing War Machines, and here we go. That's going to be on the side. Oh! No! Oh, no, Blast.
Ay, ay, ay. He goes straight into his teammates. He finds 2, and that's going to give Optic the break. Now TJ's on point. 210 and climbing. They can just about... they're going to win here, but they're going to do a lot of damage.
Lacefield as well, team kill, and it all started to crumble, all started to go away, and the wrong way for Midnight. They've actually broke back into it with 20 seconds, so again, something maybe coming out of nothing at this point. However, the rotation is going to be crucial, and those kills actually spawn Optic Gaming on the opposite side. So Midnight most certainly still in this. They're slaying out of their minds right now. Blast 31 and 23, Saints 33 and 26. The only player negative is Llama God.
17-26. For Llama God. Next hard point flips over. This has been a good one now for Midnight. They don't have any specialists to work with. On the other side of the board, TJ's not too far away from his War Machine. Lacefield trying to get it done on the inside. It's cleaned up. Saints holding down the back end. Can't get the slide through as Crim6 continues this devastating run. He's got 20 now for the win for Optic Gaming. They can get it done here. Dashi, what do you got in the tank? What can you do? And evidently, Dashi can do a whole lot. There's the play as Saints, once again, another team kill for Midnight. This is just what Midnight seem to do on one another, is do each other a little dirty. Crim still on the point. The contest is coming through. Can they get the kills? Can they get Midnight off of the point? 20 seconds left. They can still win it. Karma comes through. Dashi now upstairs. Again, it's a brilliant contest from Midnight. Not letting this one happen, and Dashi does a Midnight on a TJ.
Yeah, and he stays contesting, which is important. Interestingly, he slides on out there, but it will be going down to the bottom. And with the Attack 5 boost, Midnight put himself in a strong position. One player goes down from either side. You see the spawn coming in there for Scump. Not ideal. He seems to have slowed down a little bit, Scump, towards the end of the game here. And now Lacefield controlling down low. 50 seconds left. It should end here. But what have we got left to play with? It's the War Machine available. Blast is so close as well. Oh. Will he get it? Yes, he will. He's actually used it. Another team kill comes in, but this time he's going to take down 2 of Optic Gaming. 241 to 215. No one's on the hill. Parasite locking things down with the ICR as well. And we see Optic Gaming flooding through the middle. TJ's going to use the War Machine, answering back. And if they just jump on it, if they get on the point, they should be able to close it out here. 3 seconds left. Slam goes down. Karma shuts down Parasite. And Optic Gaming clutch up at the end. And again, those team kills are showing so much importance towards the end. Even the one. Oh my goodness, Optic Gaming. Maybe a little closer than they thought, though.
Closer than they definitely wanted that one to be. Standout performances from Scump. Standout performances from Crim6. Dashi again, slow to get to the party, but once he rocked up, he certainly was the life of it with a Tempest there on the second set of rotations. Now, I mean, for me, Midnight, there's a couple of errors here and there that are obvious enough, the team kills, but yeah. I mean, without those, do they manage to get the break? Do they manage to hold? I mean, what is it for you there, Phil? Is it like a Midnight just making these big errors, or is it like little things they can fix?
There was a huge error in the fact the War Machine obviously team killed 2, but I think he got shot and it flinched, and it kind of, the War Machine wasn't meant to go in the direction. That happens. That's going to happen to every team. We saw, of course, Optic Gaming. Team kills do happen. When you got 5 players fighting 5, it goes down. We're going to highlight that last minute of the game here and just kind of walk you through it. But just going back before we jump into this replay, Miles, talking about it, there were mistakes on both sides of the scale. I think Scump had an incredible maybe first and second quarter. Crim certainly picked up towards the end. He was 1-7 at the start. But across the board, Midnight had the slaying. They had it. You know, we look at Blast 36 and 27. Saints exactly the same. They had the kills, but they weren't capitalizing on the points. And then as we jump back into the replay here, we go down low, and this is where we see the specialists. TJ already has his War Machine, as does Blast, and they were really the difference makers. And interestingly enough, TJ makes the kill, pulls out the War Machine at the same time as Blast. TJ dies instantly. However, Llama God going down, he stays up a little bit via the team kill. You know, it maybe would have been a different story. Optic Gaming, though, pushed through jungle, and you start to see TJ really stepping it up in the slaying department. 30 and 27. The one alongside Crim, who also had 30, had 60 interactions. But, however, Jess here, I believe, spoke to a couple of the guys on either side.
That's right, Phil. Yeah, and so first off, I did stop by Optic, and I spoke with Crim6, and of course, he's expecting an easy win here. He goes, oh, it should be a 3-0, but I wouldn't mind a 3-1 because we could use some reps on Gridlock. And as I was speaking with him, Lacefield walked by, and Crim did notice that Lacefield was not wearing his trademark visor. He's wearing a hat instead, and Crim goes, oh, that means he's saying that they've got a mental block on us. Now, over on the side of Midnight, I did bring that up to Lacefield and said, oh, Crim noticed you're not wearing your visor. Lacefield goes, oh, sure, no visor, but at the end of the day, I'm still Lacefield. He's got to get through me first. Looks like Optic are having no issues at all getting through Midnight so far, but let's see how the rest of the series goes. Back over to the casters.
Thank you very much, Jess. It's interesting to note players' pre-match sort of rituals and whatnot. I actually had a conversation with Blast just before the series started, and I was like, hey man, how you feeling for the matchup? Big one. He's like, I just had my pre-match ritual, I'm ready to go, dude. And I was like, did you do that yesterday? And he was like, no, I didn't. And obviously, yesterday didn't go so great. And I asked him, what is the pre-match ritual? And he just says, I just try to take a poo before we start playing. I was like, hey man, that's a great idea. Don't go up there with a full tank. Midnight may lose the first map, but it was closely contested, I must admit. But now though, you have to run up against the might of Optic in Search, and as the desk have said, championship caliber team.
Yeah, Search and Destroy has been really strong for them recently, and again, clutching up in that hard point will give them a big boost of energy. Lacefield though is right, you know, he's come up against Optic Gaming many times. He's someone who feeds off that kind of, you know, crowd that's maybe cheering against him. We've seen, you know, the biggest of stages, all the way back to COD XP. I think it was under Cloud9. You know, we've seen him time and time again. He loves to be kind of that villain, the one that shuts him down. And he's got a very, very strong team around him as well. I feel the slaying side is definitely there. They have the capabilities to be not only great, but phenomenal. They're coming up against, you know, one of the best right now. And Search and Destroy, this is going to be a really interesting one. Midnight, for me, I think need to win this map. After losing that hard point, I think it's going to be a real struggle. Optic have shown their weaknesses in control during the Pro League. We saw that kind of outline on the desk, and that will be on frequency. But first, we're going to be heading to Payload for Search and Destroy. Interesting that Heart of Crim just says, yeah, we could have a good time. We need some reps in on Gridlock. I'd like to see that potentially. That shows just oozes confidence.
It does really ooze confidence. I mean, for me, confidence is something that Midnight really need to have. Like, we saw Lace, I'm sorry, not Lace, actually Lace were popping off, but also Saints. We saw a few crazy 3-pieces out of him to start that hard point off, and you could hear him in the background just getting absolutely into it.
Yeah.
And again, that's another thing about these players is they're so confident. They're such a momentum-based team. Once you get Midnight going, it's really hard to stop that train. And can they get it going here on the Search? Payload, of course, an interesting map, a little slow. Dirty little tight corridors, open spaces. Looking to see Dashy and the snipes. Snipes up for both squads. It'll be very exciting to see, and we'll see just how far we can go for that Midnight run. Control's going to be a tough one for them after this match. But the Search, indeed. We are favouring Optic, it has to be said. There's no bias. The numbers are backing them up. It's top of the division. So far, so good for Optic. Dashy now with that snipe, and it's going to be a play developing towards A with the entirety of the Midnight squad.
Well, first blood goes to Midnight. A very quick one, that is. First 15 seconds. We've already lost Crim6. Hopefully he heats up like he did in the hard point, though. Optic Gaming now, a man down and trying to work it around. They're actually going to lose Karma as well in the mix of things here. This is looking great for Midnight. Look at the aggression on the defense as well. They're pushing it out, and they're taking every single angle that they can. 5v2, 5v1, and this could be a clean sweep. It's just TJ left alone.
Unbelievable stuff, though. I mean, Midnight, as soon as they got that opening advantage, the entire squad pushed forward. One of them stays back on the flank and manages to catch Scump. Without that catch, Scumpy basically has 4 players with their backs turned to him. And the potential there for just destruction. Crucial kills, nonetheless. Midnight with that first round.
Very, very clean. That was the first kill. Obviously, the best play, if you like, was highlighted there. And really, honestly, I think that was not necessarily the best, but it was the most important. Getting that first kill on that first round, just elevating yourself as a team. And interesting to see Optic Gaming find themselves on payload. Everyone really contributing there. But Llama picked up 2 in the first round. And, of course, TJ taking his own life doesn't really count towards the stats, but as we go on the offense here, it's going to be a 4-1 split. Midnight really favoring that A side, and Karma's already spotted 1.
Can Dashi find this flashy purple paladin? Karma watching the outside of the map, Dashi making his way around the back, but the bomb is going towards B now. So Optic have made enough of a ruckus, they've made enough noise A to deter them somewhat. TJ so close to finding that play, he does find Blast, the timing's on, this is going to suck for TJ, manages to get out. Gunfight in the middle of the map. Crimson's going to back him up. Dashi, though, hits one with a... Oh, my on Strife. Finds it. Trades come through. Scump, TJ. It's all good. 4v2. Optic on the defense have managed to find something special here. Llama God, he's playing this one slow and smart. Can he go toe-to-toe now with TJ as Scumpy's going to make it a 4v1?
And the important bit there was Dashi actually getting that Strife pick, because he gets it and goes down, but it enables Scump to, find himself in a tradable position, which he does. He stays alive. And again, it gives you that man advantage kind of pushing out. Scump then goes on to win another 1v1. Obviously, Midnight a little bit scared, a little bit back offish, if you like, having to get out of there in a 4v2. Scump really playing the part as well, as we do see the round go towards Optic Gaming, search and destroy back and forth here. And both rounds telling a completely different story.
Yeah, Midnight really slammed the door shut in the first. The second one, it kind of goes the way of Optic in the trades. What will the third hold for us now? Optic on offense. Dashi opting to continue the Paladin run. Yet to really find a big impact with it, but we are going to see another solid A hold from Midnight again. Number 10 is going to be looking down towards B. That's going to be Llama God. Once again, the trades shots coming through. Crim, though, he's going to get the first blood this time. Uh-oh. Karma's going to drop on the outside of the map. Dashi, can he find anything here? Blast finds a second, and he eats that one. 3v3.
Confident as well, just to push up with the sniper there. Interestingly enough, Crim6, the way he finds his first kill is the way he found his first death on round number 1. So he goes back, he kind of reads the play exactly how it should be, but it leaves Optic Gaming at 2v3. TJ now in a bit of an awkward position. He's revealed his location, and look where the bomb is. Very, very infuriating here for these 2 players. And Dashi, without hesitation, starts to push, and he starts to communicate as well. TJ finds one, and in from behind. Surely that's going to be a trade. Now the 2v3 is a 2v1. Optic Gaming turning this round on its head, and ideally now Optic, they Wolfpack in a pair, and they push as a squad. That squad only remaining of 2 players, but bomb is down over by A, and look at the mini-map. The rotation has worked perfectly, but they're coming back to B.
Wait, oh, Llama. You've just been so close twice now. If he gets this, go up the stairs, man. The timing is so on. Dashi down 1v1. TJ, that timing was ideal.
That was perfect.
I mean, he came so close to catching him there through small room and then going for the rat, playing it smart, playing it sensible. And Llama God, again, search and destroy, bread and butter. He really propped up on my radar, actually, in Infinite Warfare. What feels like many, many CODs ago.
Really does.
It really does. I mean, it was, but, superb round there. Midnight managed to clutch up.
I like how they cut away there before he got a bullet through the face, but doesn't matter. Wins the round there thanks to a 1v2 clutch from his teammate. Optic Gaming now looking to jump back into this and keep this back and forth round trading going down here, of course. They've only found one of the 3. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a heavy B push. Will they peek? Dashi waiting patiently here for a shoulder potentially. No one's been watching the top, and Dashi kind of feels the read as well. Grenade goes out, will connect, and Saints Where's your flak jacket, buddy?
Oh, had no idea. Wait, nades are plenty. Blast is going to answer back straight away. TJ, he takes it. Crim's going to try to find the kills, and Lace is ringing. And here come Optic. Put him onto his back, and Lamagod once again finding himself in the wrong part of town. 4v1. Yeah, Lace has had a bit of a struggle so far in the search. 0-3 for him. I mean, this is inevitable, to quote the Mad Titan. Llama's got to make a run for it. A single kill would be huge, but there it is. The round goes the way of Optic. Tied up 2-2.
Crim wins a huge 1v1, and that concussion connects at the perfect placement. Optic Gaming just kind of swarm around together, and when you're in a 3v1 easy to push that out here. Karma the one to get that final kill as the rounds go back and forth, back and forth. We sit 2-2 right now, heading into round number 5. Will the defensive team win again?
Scumpy with bomb is going to make their way what looks to be possibly a B push if they hit that connector. A defense for Midnight. No one's going to be home though. B's wide open. Optic have managed to take that site, watch the cut through. Scumpy's going to commit to the bomb. Karma's trying to hold the line. These shots are important, as are the shots of Crim now, as they try to just make sure that this play does not develop. They cannot get the reinforcements across to that bomb site. Optic are willing to concede this ground, but that's fine. You know, they've got the clock working for them at this point, and Midnight are mounting this retake now very, very methodically. As you can see, all those purple arrows, every possible lane covered.
Yeah.
Llama's about to run into trouble.
The problem with having every lane covered is pretty much you're splitting everyone up. So if 2 decide to push one lane, you're going to get bombarded. A 2v2 goes down, comes out with 3 dying from either squad here. Optic Gaming coming out on top. No defuse just yet as Parasite tried it. Lamagod left. And with 9 seconds, no defuse is going to happen. Optic Gaming and Dashi will close out the round there. Good try from Midnight on the retake. But again, they kind of split their pushes up. It didn't work out in the trades. And Dashi at the end here was just in a nice easy 1v1. The time was obviously against the player to pick up the defuse, but that 1v1 that he won, obviously top heaven, that you just saw as part of that best play, very, very important as well. He goes down there, completely different story.
Yeah, bomb site's wide open, no way of getting that, covering the defuse there. I will say that Midnight, despite the fact that they played that so slowly and they hit all those lanes, the trades were so favourable. Saints with a 2-piece. Really managed to give themselves a fighting chance here. Blast now is going to be running that Paladin in a solo mission towards B, but alas, there's no one there. The 4 remaining members of Midnight now making their way straight on towards that A-bomb. Early shots from Karma and Crim are going to deter them for the time being. Scump trying to watch the cut through. Yep, there's the call. Blast managed to secure the B site with the use of that Paladin scope, and now we've got it. It's going to be a complete role reversal, and hey, Optic with a similar retake. Bomb down, 45 seconds. Now they've got to make this retake happen. Crim, he's made it a lot further than Lamagod did in that last round. What can he do?
35 seconds, time ticking away. Dashi trying to find one, but no one peeking top heaven here. Crim6 is the one player coming in from behind. You see that number 2 coming in, and he's going to lose that. Again, the concussion, a big factor. Dashi misses the snipe. TJ goes down, and this should be a Midnight round. Snipe's just not connecting here. Karma and Scump, though, do find a couple. 2v3, 3v1, and Dashi left in a pretty much impossible situation to win the round, but he could have also take a couple players down, maybe get those streaks, 75 away, and he feels, you can see the way he's moving. He feels like he's going to get pressured. Midnight not clocking onto it, and he will continue that into the next round.
They're going to go blow for blow again. Optic unable to make the retake work. As were Midnight in the last one. It's just hard, that B site. So open, you have to win all your engagements. You can't let the trades happen. Again, maybe it feels different if Dashi, if he wasn't sniping, possibly. If he was closer forward, if he was managed to get in the mix, be a part of the trades, possibly would have gone differently, but shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah. And Dashi is performing with the sniper, and you can see why he's still using it, especially on this map. He's already clocked himself. Is that 8 kills?
8 kills.
6 rounds done. 7th is upon us here. Stacked towards being the middle, really, for Optic Gaming. So, again, you can see that nade being cooked. Luckily for us, we can see that X-ray vision. Crim6 going back and forth. TJ trying to put pressure on. I think he has his teammate right with him, and here we go. Concussion going through. Tapmask is there, so now they're going to push the outside. Blast is weak, so is Scum. And still, everyone alive.
Scumby is so good at getting in there and dealing damage without getting hurt himself. Karma all the way down to 11, and despite all that damage done, I mean, there was honestly like 200 maybe plus damage dealt in that engagement between both squads. No one died.
Lacefield is behind enemy lines. He's the real X factor to maybe winning this round. Oh my goodness, Crim6, how are you alive? Sloppy shots there from Lacefield. TJ gonna capitalize on the front push as well. Saints maybe traded out, should be traded out, will be traded out. Dashi finds the streaks as well if Optic Gaming win the round. And Dashi maybe picks up this second streak. It could be nightmare for Midnight here, but with 15 seconds left on the clock. What's the decision here? Optic Gaming start to push. Oh my god, just waiting. Bomb's gonna be planted at B.
You get the perfect information that you know where Llama God is. Now the bomb can go down. Just, enough time. 1 second away. That's going to give Dashi streaks, and Llama God, honestly, if he'd managed to get himself off a little sooner, they probably wouldn't have those streaks until the next round, but still, man, that was close.
I mean, the bomb was down at A for a very split second, and I think he was kind of just waiting to see if he could get, you know, that player out. Few guys are back home. Miles has just opened himself a nice game fuel. It's gone absolutely everywhere.
Hey, I'm excited. What can I say?
Getting charged up for the rest of the series. That's what we like. 2 streaks for Dashi, though. Lightning and Hellstorm. Miles looks like he's gone through a water raft ride.
Like I was on top of my car going through the car wash. Crim on the most masterful of chest high covers against streaks. How important are those streaks going to be for Optic? We've seen these teams go round by round. We've missed the first blood right there. One way or the other, Crim's getting in the mix. TJ watching the connectors, watching these through push. And that crossfire has actually come through. Lace is going to get it. Parasite, he pokes forward. He's still alive, though. That nade from TJ, that would have been nice. Could have possibly stuck the gun barrel.
When do you use these streaks for Dashi? Again, you know how we've been going back and forth? Okay, there's your answer. I was going to say because of obviously the defensive round being so strong, and Dashi, TJ, Karma, all finding kills. Parasite does find one, though, and it makes it a 2v3. Still winnable here for Midnight, but we've seen how strong the the defense has been. And right now, Optic Gaming can put themselves 5-3 in the lead. Blast in a lot of trouble. The Shadow's been seen. Dashi sliding in with the Strife. I thought he was going to go for the quickscope. I think he did, but with time ticking away, Optic Gaming, I was going to say regroup, but they've actually split up here as Parasite looking to get the bomb down at B.
Parasite's just legging it. Leg it. Going to get it down number 4, though. Plant's coming through. Here it comes. Going to get the arm. Now somebody can have those points.
Just take your time. Slide around.
Scumby got 2 in a row. Karma found 1 this round as well. As the players now deliberate on who's going to get the defuse, or use this 30 seconds as a kind of extended timeout to discuss what you want to do on that final round. You've managed to net yourself the win. Optic can have a little think.
Maybe one needs the bathroom. It's like, go, quick.
There you go, run for it. Yeah. Maybe someone's changing a control, who knows?
Yeah.
Precious time that these players get to do with it as they please, and there we have it. 5th round win. Map point for Optic.
Just the delay there as well enables him to get that frag going into this next round. Potentially the last round. Optic Gaming, are they going to go up 2-0? It was funny actually going on to social media and kind of hearing all your predictions. I like to, as we all do, the town talk about, you know, who's going forward, what's it going to be like today, and everyone was so clear-cut on the teams that were going to win.
Yeah, you know,
all 4 were. But the interesting thing, and I'm not looking to roast Miles, I know yours was completely
wrong.
Mine are usually wrong too, okay? The point being, everyone thought it was going to be, you know, just clear-cut 3-0s. We've had 2 Game 5s already. And we all know Miles loves to cast Optic Gaming losing.
This is brilliant.
That Australian man. He does it all. Concussion at the ready. 5v5, still all alive, lightning available. The ping was used. Now he's going to let it drop.
Yeah, this is big. Number 6 and 7, they're out and about. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Dashi. Strifes up. Oh, it was a nade as well.
Frag out.
Second kill of the round. Oh, Flak Jacket's going to give Blast a fighting chance. Oh my god, he re-challenges Blast. Hungry for it, but Crim6 comes to save the day. 3v2. TJ comes through. Saints is on his lonesome. Saints, what are you going to do? You're going to go down on your knees? Are you going to give the round to Optic? And that's it. 2 maps in a row. Hardpoint was close. Search not close enough.
That last round, actually, for me, was just so beautifully played by Optic. Every single gunfight they had was a 2v1, except Dashy's first with a strike where it kind of got a little bit out of hand. However, Optic Gaming coming out on top.
Find themselves 2 map wins. Now they've put themselves in a prime position to close the series out 3-0. Do Midnight have what it takes to get back into the series and potentially get the reverse sweep? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CWL. It's, of course, Pro League. We're here in Columbus at the MLG Studios, and we've got ourselves a series. We've got ourselves Midnight going up against Optic. Optic, the clear-cut favourites coming into this one, sitting at 2-0 so far as we go into the control. Crim6 said before the series started, he mentioned the Lacefield, he was looking forward to that second hardpoint map, looking forward to a little bit of practice, and I don't think he's going to be getting it. But as far as the way the series looks, and you can see the boys having a good time as they've laughed their way through the first 2 maps.
I will say, first one was closer than I expected personally, but Search and Destroy kind of coming out on top. Optic Gaming, they looked the better team. Lost a few rounds here and there. Midnight certainly a team to respect and to be, you know, challenged. But that first hard point came down to around 35 points exactly. Wow, quick maths. Frequency control coming up next though. Will Crim6 get what he didn't wish for necessarily, but he said, I wouldn't mind going to a game 4, you know, we get some reps in gridlock, cool. I mean, that's gonna help. We've got tournaments around the corner, we've got a lot of money on the line. Every team wants as many reps as possible. And of course, Pro League, as crazy as it is, you know, we're coming to kind of the end, you know. There's quite a lot of games still to go, don't get me wrong, but, you know, as we get through the season, I have no idea where the rest of 2019's gone. We're getting to like 6. Miles, what's going on?
I don't know, man.
Where's 2019 gone?
Where's it gone? Check your calendars. I'm interested to see how this one goes down. I mean, Optic, clear-cut favourite when it comes to frequency and control in other game types. They've been really hitting it hard recently. It's almost back to that kind of like Fort Worth level. They were very, very strong in controls, but still, as we go into this one, Midnight, last time I saw Midnight on this map, they were playing Gen G, and oh boy, that one didn't look too great for them. Still, they're making the cap at both A and B. Quick contest coming through on A. Scumpy gets put down. The cap continues. Karma up next. He's going to take the big swings. But the teamwork of Midnight will prevail. A, first tick done.
Yeah, you see all 3 players swarming from B and going, hang on a second, every single player's at A. Big kill into the window. However, Llama God shuts down Dashy and TJ. Now with the contest coming in from behind. Scum team kills, not what you want to see after he goes down as well. Midnight looking to come out on top, closer to that hard point, of course. 1 player in and alive is Crim. But the important thing is not the kills he's making, it's the fact he stayed alive for God knows how long, but he does find 2. He enables his teammates to come on in. Karma, Scum, welcome to the party. And Optic Gaming retain A. Wow.
Man.
Credit to Crim.
That was the sort of Ferris wheel of doom as both those teams rolling around each other, and Saints is back into it. The contest is still there as Optic are managing to keep the bodies on the point, but look at the life count, 15 to 14 now, as the lives have just been burning through. Saints getting aggressive. TJ is going to make him pay. That's a nice one there from TJ. 4 kills in a row for him. Scum helping drain that final tick. That final third of A as it's just starting to waver. Blast finding 2 kills as well. And man, B has barely been touched since the start. Optic haven't even drained it. A has just been so frantic. And now we're finally seeing a slight adaptation from Midnight. But they're not giving up on A just yet.
Yeah, they are defending hard here on A, and Optic Gaming are taking it to him. 10 to 9 on the life count. TJ was 0 and 3, I believe, then went on a 4-kill streak to really turn things around. Crim's back at it with the double as well. B is under attack. However, with this life count, they can really start to pick them apart piece by piece, and Optic Gaming coming out on top once again. Dashy and TJ, but Lace does find a double with the KN. Blast finding 1. TJ again. Wow, what a series so far he's having. 6 versus 4.
Final 4 players, letting the cap go down a B. The lives are so important right now for Midnight. Blast overwhelmed entirely. Actually, he managed to find the kill, so Crim trying to find the kills up top. Stump, there's only 2 members of Midnight left. Now it comes down to Blast, and he's going to get done. And once again, TJ, a fine form he's in. First round goes to Optic.
TJ, incredible. Crim6 for me, that little bit better, believe it or not. This is going to be the best play. This was the Sorg just outside here. I think he got a 3-piece. He actually comes from sliding in, sliding out, comes back. It's kind of crazy. But Crim, the amount of double kills that he made and the important plays that he did make on that A-zone to keep Optic Gaming in it. Amazing. Look at that. Just look at that.
I'm going to...
admire it.
I am. I'm going to jump on League Play.
Copy his class, Miles.
I am. And is it going to look like that?
No.
What?
You need to stick. You're more of a KN
I am,
player.
I'm such a KN player. We got round 2. Round 2 we go. Optic opting for the play towards A. 2 members of Midnight going to have that mid control, so B is going to be a dangerous place for them to be. But Crim, he's got that window position right now. He's going to be able to see what he can across top mid. Crucial position to have. Top mid is the most valuable area on the map. Allows you to cut across. And here come Midnight. Great work from Crim, and here comes the play from Optic as they're going to push out of you, try and find those kills as well. Crim getting the job done. A's finished. See you later. No presence from Midnight whatsoever there. Could get through on that top mid play, and life count's fairly even, but the point's gone.
Yeah, and I want to just kind of talk a little bit about what Crim just did. Kind of, you guys can enjoy the gameplay in front of you. We go back to round 1. Crim6 was the player to jump top mid and take that player out of the window. Then Optic Gaming saved A. Flip side of things, round 2, Crim6 sits top window, denies any type of push from top mid. He, again, is that X factor for that A zone. He's the one who really has controlled that top mid. You kind of said it before, Miles, of how important top mid is. But Crim6, single-handedly now, back-to-back rounds, has dominated. And Midnight, they can't get close.
He's such a bad boy right now, mate. 13 and 5. Crim6 finds himself another 2, and there's a point to be had. Get out of the man's way. 4-0. There we go. Karma's going to find it, and there is no chance in hell Midnight can find that round. 2-0. It's Optic.
Crim, if you want to practice your reps on Gridlock, you need to slow down, buddy. My goodness, it was actually quite ironic. I was checked social media between. I saw Paddy P tweeting about the good old days when he was teamed with Crim and Crim's KD ratios back in the day when he was on, of course, that Cold Dynasty. And then I put my phone down. I think, okay, we're now 5 years in the future or whatever it is, and he's still here. He's still dominating. He's still Crim 6.
He's still Crim 6, the man on your screen. A lot of championships under that belt.
Best of the best, man.
But you're absolutely right. If he does want to get that gridlock hardpoint practicing, I would start throwing now. Any chance of that happening? Highly, highly doubt it. As we roll on into the third and potentially final round. Dashy opening this up. Scumpy with 2 on the point. Can he get a third? Nah, Blast is there. The Maddox just working out for him. There's frag grenades all over the place. Blast with 3. Lace with a nade. Now A falls towards Midnight. How long can they cap it for, though?
That was actually much better from Midnight. Any type of push that they've made previously. One thing I will say was the allowed Scump to get 2 kills or maybe a kill and assist inside that first hard point means Lightning Strike and Hellstorm goes to Scump. He's only 7 and 8, but those streaks will come in. My goodness, I just heard Crim6 shout something. But
oh my dog, I think it was very loudly. I like the play from Blast though. He's trying to keep that front line forward. He's trying to allow them space to let the A-cap happen. In the end it does, but comes at a bit of a cost as Crim does a dirty 180 on 18 and 6 once again for Crim. Scumpy annihilates Saints. Streaks as well.
And this is the best round Midnight have kind of put to us by far. I know we're only maybe a minute into it right now, but they're really taking it to Optic Gaming. Attack 5 boost, though, will help Optic come out on top of those gunfights, and now they're looking to lock things down. That's going to be another for Crim6. ICR, Maddox, KN. Scump's calling in the Hellstorm. That's going to be spawn kills coming in. He's got a Lightning Strike to play with. He can really pin them back, really push them into their own spawn, and it's exactly what he's going to do here. You're going to see those purple arrows either dash towards that hallway or dash right back to their spawn, and they're going to get literally taken down. They have been put through those chokeholds, and we're going to see specialist galore. And
this is what we see. Midnight's their offensive rounds on frequency. They get pinned so easily, it feels like. And once the lock is on, they've just got to tap out. There's nothing they can do right now. Tej, War Machine's up close and personal. I mean, almost finding Llama God there. 10 to 16, the life count really getting out of hand now for Midnight. And this is it. This is do or die in the series. We're looking at a 3-0. Midnight, check that alarm clock. It's time to wake up. Saints up close with Crim, gets it done. Karma now looking down the outside of the B, trying to get the play happening up front. 3 with the slam. That's not what you want if you're a Midnight player. Scump's about to find 2 with attack. Comes through. Dashy's in your spawn. Sweet child of mine. There's 3 of them left. 13 members of Optic Gaming good to go. Crim sitting at 20 and 8. 21 and 8. Taking teammates. The last one left alive is going to say goodbye.
Oh, what a way to use Vision Pulse, just to shove them off the edge of the map. What a dominating series. For all of you guys who, like Miles said, was superstitious and said we only cast Optic Gaming losing, that's probably the hottest of hottest 3-0s you're going to see in a while. That control, so one-sided. Search and destroy, very... Paris was going everywhere. I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on. For those of you who are talking about the curses, let me be very, very specific. We get Optic in the losers bracket at an open event, you can just call it then and there. That's how
I think it's been like 6 or 7 times now. We're like, we've got an Optic game, we're going through. I think we had Optic game in 100 Thieves in London.
Yeah, and no, but that's forget it. Winners.
That was a winner bracket.
Let's not. No, I don't want to confuse this further. There's already people betting against.
Congratulations.
My mentions are horrible.
A nice hot 3-0. Blame Miles. I have nothing to do with it. I just stand next to him. That's what they tell me to do.
Well, there we have it, 3-0, and what a way to do it. We had them touted as the favourites coming into this series, and occasionally we do see Midnight come out with those big wins, and those high sort of octane gameplays. They come in swinging, and that wasn't going to happen today against Optic. That really, really wasn't. The first hard point was a blowout. The search and destroy was very, very clean, and oh boy, that control was squeaky clean. Either way, friends, it is now time for a PlayStation Instant Reaction. Jess has got the man, the myth, the legend. It's Crim6.
Thank you, Miles. In a series like that where you set off and you say, we can come in, we can 3-0, and that's exactly what you do, what is the takeaway? Is there something to be learned here?
I got to work on S&D, I guess. I got stunned 3 out of 5 deaths that I had, so that was kind of unfortunate, but they used like a tactical swap. Like first they started with nades, then they used stuns. So that's something that we sort of learned, and I think not using a trophy on payload might be bad, but frequency, we got outslayed. We think we got outslayed. So the EKIA, we can't see like the kill death, but we definitely got outslayed, and we somehow still won. So don't know how we pulled that off, but you know, it was a good series.
Tomorrow to finish off the week, you'll be facing LG. What are you expecting for that series?
I don't know. I think LG's kind of checked out. Jerry wants to go to Topgolf, right, Jerry? Jerry, Topgolf tomorrow? He's not paying attention. He's not paying attention. Topgolf tomorrow? Let's go, man. 20-minute series?
And we saw that you guys did already do Topgolf last night. Can you tell us about that fast strength you have in your golf swing?
Yeah, you know, I got some sort of form from baseball. I was the number 4 hitter. They called me Porterhouse. So, you know, I could hit it far, but I could not run that fast. So that fat strength just sort of carried over. And I guess we're going to Topgolf for the 3rd time here in Columbus tomorrow. So Brandon and Tej finally learned how to swing a golf club last 15 minutes. So they want to go.
All right, that's awesome. We'll have fun doing Topgolf for the 3rd time. Thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Back on over to Katie at the desk.
Oh my God. Oh my.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jess. Of course, that was her interview with Porterhouse on Optic Gaming, 3-0ing Midnight there. Of course, none of the boogeymen on Midnight able to put much of a dent there in Optic Gaming, who's looking incredibly polished. And once again, with that win, they have secured their #1 seed going into Anaheim, so congratulations to Optic. But really, Sadie, that was just lights out from Crim. I mean, he ended that control 21-8.
Yeah, that control was unbelievable on the side of Crimsic, but I want to focus on that first map. He was 1-10 off the break. They were down 80, 90 points. And then he completely hit the switch, ended up 10-10, picked up a full set of streaks, and they go up 120. Eventually ended the game like 25-25, but overall, you could just see him just being able to step up and bring his team back, because we saw performances out of Dashy that we've never seen before. Just him being negative is something we've probably never seen before.
For me, that map 1 was the story of those cans. Like, we've seen Karma getting out of some crazy situations with it, as well as Crimsix picking up those streaks. And every time it came down to that first hill, the first hill on rotation, every time they dominated, they got like 40, 50 points, like 2 times in a row on that hill to extend their lead, and then they were able to close it out in back-to-back hills at the end. And it was really just that can and that first hill for me. That was the story there.
At the start of that, I thought you might be right. Like, dang.
Yeah, there was
these guys do give Optic a problem, and then Crim flipped that switch, and it was over from there. Like,
Lad started team killing.
Yeah.
Well, that hill is so powerful.
Blast had a hell of a map game 1, by the way. We didn't mention it. He had a huge map game 1, but his War Machine plays were horrible.
First, he got slid out you.
He did get 3 War Machines. I'm not sure how, because he used the second one at the Orange Hill and then got it 2 hills later. But he did get 3 War Machines, and he was going off. They didn't do much, but he was doing his thing.
The game could have been drastically different if he didn't 2-piece his teammates in Orange on the very last rotation. He killed 2 of his teammates with the War Machine. I think they might have been able to hold that down. So I think if you take away some of those team kills, some of those blunders, maybe they win that first map and it's a different story. But overall, it's a great performance at Optic.
Well, and I think to that point, too, on Optic's performance, you know, you can have Dashy go negative, and the fact that this team is so polished now that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because that's something that was just an issue in the beginning when this team was formed. Just Dashy was always going to be going above and beyond, and everyone else was just, he felt like he was just going to be losing some games, even when he was doing that. So the fact that they're able to push these games and win them at the end when he's negative, especially he's your main slayer. You have players that are just stepping up out of nowhere, like Scump. He had a really good game 1. Those are just players that you really expect to be doing that, but when they weren't doing it, it was really hard on Dashy. But when he's going negative and they're winning, got to be feeling good.